You ready to tier, buddy?
Fly me to the list.
Yeah.
Let me rank above the stars. Let me see what Glaceon is like above Leafeon. Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Eeveelutions!
Cut that.
All right. No, that's our intro right there.
Oh, no.
And then we're gonna, it's gonna be, then our theme song, and then, hey! Let's tier the Eevees, dude. Eeveelutions.
Woo!
Oh, just giving them that bag crumble. We're starting off with Glaceon.
Ooh.
Glaceon is super cool. From Sinnoh. Really pretty. All of the Eeveelutions. Maybe we should take a second to talk about the Eeveelutions. Eevee, since the beginning, has just been one of the coolest Pokemons with the limitless possibilities. Every time there's a new region, you get excited because you think about, first, if you didn't see our last video, what's the new fossil gonna be? And second, what's the new Eeveelution gonna be? Are there gonna be new Eeveelutions? And I think every time they've captured this essence of cuteness and also fierce battler pretty well. So we were talking about it off the video. We're probably not gonna go that low on the tier list just because they're all great. Do you want to add anything just about generally Eeveelutions before we get into Glaceon?
No, I agree. Usually, obviously, they come in couples in new regions. There hasn't been any new Eeveelutions since the most recent one is in X and Y.
Yeah,
and
when
so
they introduced Fairy type.
So there's been nothing in Alolan or Galar. So, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun to do a tier list where things really aren't ranked super low. It's just trying to pick out the gems of greatness, and I think that Glaceon is a great place to start. Glaceon is an incredible Pokemon, super cool. The ice type is super fun. I wonder if did the gym leader up in Diamond actually have one?
I don't think she did. I think she had a Mamoswine. That's what she finished with. Oh no, she had a
Frostlass.
She had a Frostlass. Maybe she did, dude. I don't know. Can't believe I don't remember her name, but yeah, she's the 7th gym leader. She's really cool. She honestly might have one, dude. For all I know, it was a new Pokemon in Sinnoh. It makes sense.
That's why I was thinking,
Yeah.
to advertise it, because Frostlass was too. But Glaceon, super cool. I think right out the gate, team member.
Yeah, I agree. One thing that was really cool with the Sinnoh Pokemon is you had to take Eevee to a special location in Sinnoh, and I think either level it up or get it above level 30. I think it was just level it up in this location, at the rock on Route 216 or something. And that's a cool mechanic. Glaceon I love as a team member. I've never had Glaceon on a team. I've never had a lot of the Eeveelutions on a team, but they're all great, and I really should start doing that.
Yeah, it is level up at the Icy Rock.
Level up at the Icy Rock. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next, we have Jolteon. Jolteon might be my favorite Eeveelution. I really, really like Jolteon. I'm a huge electric type fan. I just picture it as the fastest Eeveelution. It's sporadic, and if you look at it head on, it's just got these this crazy tufts of fur going in every direction. And I love the little purpleness in the eyes and the ears too. I don't know if that's in the stock Pokemon, but in this art, it's pretty cool. Either way, Jolteon for me is Sapphire tier. I
think that Jolteon is easy Sapphire tier. It's sick. I love the fast aspect of it. I think from Eevee looking evolution, it just feels like it's gotten faster, and it's the static in the fur and stuff. I feel it. I think that Jolteon is definitely S tier.
Awesome.
We might have to move up Glaceon. Nah, Glaceon makes sense.
Well, we'll talk about that at the end. Maybe we do. I don't know. But let's keep going. Vaporeon. What are your thoughts on Vaporeon, buddy?
Vaporeon is cool. I remember getting Vaporeon a couple times, and like not being super wowed because like Jolteon was an option. I think of the three between Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon, I think that Flareon's the weakest, even though we're not there yet. So, but I do think that at least Vaporeon is cooler than Flareon.
Yeah,
Uh,
I agree with that.
I probably would say team member.
Okay. I think I really like Vaporeon.
Oh,
I always picture. I think I don't know if Vaporeon does out of all of them, but I know out of like the originals, Vaporeon has the best HP stats. I always picture Vaporeon as this like beefy kind of like I don't know like water type pseudo defender Pokemon. I really do like Vaporeon. I think it's a cool. It's just a really cool like I could picture it swimming perfectly underwater and just coming out and then like like trotting along the sand or something. And I love the like little neck thing it has. For me, I would put it as a team leader, but it would be low tier team leader. I'm okay putting it as a team member.
I think I could put it team leader. It's cool.
Awesome. It's also interesting that in the first gen they elected to do fire, water, and not grass. They did electric.
Hmm.
Just a... Okay, we have Espeon next. Espeon is sick.
Espeon's really cool.
I immediately think of a Pokemon in the D&D named Venus with Espeon. I love her ears. She has, I think all of the Eeveelutions, I don't know if they're technically like based most closely off the fox, but like it has this like lynx thing going on because like of these two kind of like tufts of hair coming off the sides of her head. And like the split tails, it's super simple, right? There's not like a crazy pattern going on or anything. It's just sort of like got the posture of a cat, and it's very simple, but you could tell it's this psychic type that's wise and purple. For me, I personally like it more than Umbreon, and I would put it
Wow.
as Sapphire tier, like second favorite after Jolteon.
Oh my gosh. I think that Umbreon is definitely cooler than Espeon. But that's also because Umbreon at one point was my favorite Pokemon for a little while. And I think that Espeon is not as cool as Umbreon, but Espeon is cool. I was going to put Espeon at team leader. Probably team member is where I'd put it on my own list.
Okay, if you were gonna do team member, I honestly think I would put it as my second Sapphire tier. But I'm okay to meet you at team leader. At team leader, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Sylveon. This is the newest evolution. A little strange because there wasn't a pairing with this one. Eeveelutions have came in threes, twos again, and then one. And it would have been cool because Fairy has like been brought to the scene as like the answer for dragon types if there was a dragon type evolution. But maybe because they were trying to promote Fairy so much because Fairy was brand new, if they brought a dragon type evolution, it probably would have just overshadowed Sylveon because a dragon type evolution would have been amazing. Either way, we're talking about Sylveon. It's super cute. I really like it. I've never had one, but I definitely would. What are your thoughts?
I definitely would have one too. I think Sylveon's super cute. I never had any negative feelings. I think it's awesome, really cool fairy Pokemon. I'd probably say, like, probably design wise, it might be team leader.
I was gonna say a team member.
Okay.
But design wise, I mean, you could convince me.
It just like really was like, it was fairy. It like feel like it captured that kind of fairy style to it. I was really for it.
The
But
bows
I
and
do
like
think
the rhythms.
Espeon is better. But
Okay.
I think I'd probably say team leader, but team member is okay with me.
I'm okay going to team leader.
Okay.
If anything, just to promote that Pokemon should put out more Eeveelutions. So like Pokemon, when you watch this video, you know, we like your new Eeveelutions too, and you should keep on, you know, Gen 9, we're looking for more. Alright, the second of the Sinnoh Pokemon is Leafeon. Leafeon's cool.
Leafeon's cool.
Do you want to start?
It did keep some of the color aspects from Eevee with those tans, browns, and then did get that leaf type. So I think I don't think I've ever had one, or if I did, it like didn't last long.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is a team member.
I'm gonna say, I think Leafeon just like, I don't want to say they missed the mark on Leafeon, but they made it look kind of like tattered, like it's been, I don't want to say like it's been hurt, but like the leaves are like ripped, and like you could tell the leaf on its tail is like not a smooth, like they could have made it like a majestic smooth leaf, you know? And it's kind of like what's the word, like made of polygons almost, the way it like you know, zigzags a little bit. And I'm not crazy about that. I feel like the idea was so good on Leafeon. It seemed like a natural evolution to make. If there was one that I would say is rotten the PC, I think it would be this one.
Wow.
But I would go to team member too. I think I honestly have had one, just because I've played through the Sinnoh games so much, that I took an Eevee to the Eterna Forest, and I did have one. But it honestly, like, if I'm gonna do one, I think it is Leafeon that would be rotten the PC for me.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know if I feel good about that though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool design, dude. I think it's a team member.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, it's a team member. Like, you're right. It's cool.
It's cool.
I'm not crazy about the tattered like nature of it, but it's kind of endearing too. Flareon. One thing that I'm noticing right now is Eevee has the big tuft of hair around her neck, right? That's like the signature Eevee. Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon all have that. And then over the years, they've gotten away from it. And no one after the original three have that signature Eevee, like, feature around the neck. Like, Jolteon has the bolts. Vaporeon has the, you know, like, big fin around the whole neck. And Flareon, of course, has the most like Eevee tuft of hair and the big puffy tail. Flareon's super cute. It's just there are so many hard-hitting fire types, and when I think of a fire type, I think of a hard-hitting Pokemon. So Flareon, never been crazy about Flareon. I know I just said maybe Leafeon's rotten the PC, but maybe Flareon's rotten the PC. But it might just be a team member.
I don't like Flareon.
Is Flareon rotten the PC?
I think Flareon is rotten the PC. I just don't like. I've gotten it many times and like consistently dropped it off the team because like whether its stats weren't showing up, but just like even the design of it didn't like super wow me. Like what happens if the tuft on its neck was fire?
That would have been tough to pull off. I mean, it would have been Rapidash-esque, so I guess no, it would have been cool.
Or its tail, or its
like
head
there could have been aspects of fire, yeah, instead of just like fur.
I mean, it's cool. Like it's definitely cool. Like none of the Eeveelutions are bad, but I think that this one is on the weaker side.
I could agree with that, and I think the perfect example is it's literally rotted in the PC for both of us. I've never finished a playthrough with this guy, and that, I mean, how you said you've had Flareon multiple times. I've had Flareon multiple times. It always ends up in the PC. Therefore, it's rotten the PC. I honestly didn't know if we would have one in rotten the PC.
Yeah, I think that's the lowest.
Yeah, I agree, because all that's left is Umbreon. Do you want to talk about Umbreon?
Umbreon, I think, is incredible. Like on a full moon, the rings glow. I think it's shiny where it is actually blue instead of the yellow is also sick.
The shiny version is so cool.
I love Umbreon. The dark version of it, I think it is like fast, hard hitting. It can learn Hyper Beam. I think that it is so cool. I really love Umbreon. I love the red eyes part of it too, but the black and yellow color scheme I thought was super solid. I think Umbreon is like S tier for me, team leader.
Yeah, I always think of Paul from the anime, Ash's rival in Sinnoh, because he had just a beast Umbreon and an Electivire, two Pokemon that I really dig. I'm okay putting it at Sapphire as well. I said I like Espeon more than Umbreon, but honestly, Espeon and Umbreon are both top tier Eeveelutions, and I can't argue with Umbreon being Sapphire tier.
Yeah, I'm so for it.
Cool. This is it. That's all of the Eeveelutions ranked. I know this is
So
a shorter
weird.
PokeTier. It's so weird to do a short tier list.
There's not more. It feels like they would just make one for each type, but I've read articles speculating that they won't make any more.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. It's been 2 gens now that they haven't made any more. I don't know, man. It would be cool. I always get hype about Eeveelutions. There is a portion of me that's like, they're all great. So if they made a new one and it's not great, like, is it almost good, like, to just leave a great thing that way and leave it untouched and do new things? But I would never complain about more Eeveelutions. And it would be cool to see them do it for each type. I mean, that's definitely, especially with the first few generations, that's where you thought it was going, and then it slowed down. So that is a disappointing aspect of it, but hey, really cool, unique Pokemon. Eevee, of course, has the hearts of millions, and we love Eevee. Didn't have her on this list because she's not an Eeveelution, as Mack said. Is there any moves that
put it on me?
as Mack said, is there any moves that you would want to make?
Yeah, I'm ready. So now that everything's in its like position, now we both get one argument to move something up or down, and I'm ready because I think that I want to move Glaceon to team leader.
Wow. You know what? Why don't you talk about Glaceon for a little bit?
In like
But
just talking about the actual level with Leafeon, like Leafeon is cool, but Glaceon is cooler. It is like much more slick. The design is more crisp. It actually does like have the ice fractals like into the pattern on its back, into the ears, into its like bangs question mark or
Yeah.
hair loopies like Atara. But I think Glaceon's really cool. Like actually one of the more majestic type of Eeveelutions, if we'd even go there.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Glaceon is a team leader level.
Yeah, and I like that they're consistent with the design of their ice types a lot. I don't know, like when I think of ice, I don't know why, but they always do this diamond pattern. Like if we thought of Aurorus, it had these ice diamonds around it. And there's a ton of that in the ears, did I say the ears? In the ears, in the like hairs coming down, in the tail, and then like on the pattern on its back as well. They keep this diamond pattern, and even like the bangs of its hair are kind of 3 diamonds. I think it works so well. I'm totally happy to put Glaceon as a team leader. I think the only thing that I would move would be Espeon to Sapphire tier. But there is the part of me that's like, it kind of looks like a naked cat, and it is simple. So I understand why I would stay at team leader.
I think
love
Espeon's
Espeon.
cool. Like the psychic type is really cool, and I think that a lot of my positive feelings toward Espeon go towards the Pokemon D&D that we play.
Mm-hmm.
And one of our characters in the D&D, our friend Emily M, plays a character named Jet who has an Espeon named Venus.
Yeah.
And Venus is like a powerhouse in the team and has like unique abilities and like is a really cool Pokemon and one that like I think of as part of our D&D family.
Yeah.
Which is why I do have like positive feelings, but I just think comparatively, I don't think it is as cool as Umbreon and as cool as Jolteon.
I'm okay
but
with it staying in
but
team
but
leader.
honestly, if it went to Sapphire tier, I wouldn't be upset. It's a really cool Pokemon, and I'm one that in nitpicking the show after the show, I will probably make an argument for it to be near the top of team leader tier.
Yeah, I think it'll go to the top, but I think it stays as a team leader. I think Jolteon and Umbreon both have a little, that like ideal evolution aspect to them that maybe Espeon doesn't quite have. Espeon's great, but we'll talk about that more in nitpicking.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. Like this video and put your comments of what changes in the tiers that you would make, and make sure that you're taking care of yourself, and if you have the energy to do so, do something nice for someone else today.